talk to you a little bit today about college. And I know some of you have that you're in different places in terms of what you're anticipating, what you know and know how to think about. Maybe you have an older sibling who came to college and you've talked to them, or a cousin or a parent, someone else that has given their experience on what college will be like. But college is different for every student. And so today is the beginning to start putting your college hat on, your college identity, and think about what is it going to mean to be a college student. And college is a new beginning. It's a time for change and transition in your lives. And for some people that is anxiety bearing, and for some people that is you are just so ready for a fresh start. And for most of you, it's probably a mixture of all of those emotions that you're about to experience. But I would like to I'd like to give you a few things to think about as you ground yourself today in what it's going to be like to be not just a college student, but to be a Southern college student. College is about learning. And maybe that's good, and maybe that's like you're just kind of done with high school right now, so you're ready to not think about the brain and what you're going to learn over the next 4 to 5 years. But I think it's a time of new learning, and you're going to begin to hear about how college is different than high school, how learning is different than high school, how you are going to approach your studies differently than perhaps what you've been accustomed to. And we're going to help you think about that, so when you come back in August that you feel ready to approach, to tackle, if you will, the college experience a little bit differently that sets you up for success and to get off to a positive start. College is a time for risk-taking and new experiences. And I want you to begin thinking over the next 2 months what it is that you might like to try or think about differently, because you have a sense of autonomy in college that you really haven't had in your life before. What is it that maybe you're going to study that you've never had the opportunity or exposure to learn before? What kind of involvement or experience are you going to say yes to because it is exciting, but maybe there's even some risk or apprehension, but you're going to try it because this is the opportunity you have to take a new adventure, to do something different, to make good and positive decisions around areas of experience that you haven't had before. College is a time of new beginnings of self. And I really want to pause for a minute and encourage you to think about how might you show up differently in Southern than you showed up in the last 18 or so years of your life. What is it that you would like to be? Who do you want to be that maybe you haven't kind of come out of your shell? Maybe you have gotten typified in a way, like stereotyped, if you will, in an identity that isn't really who you are or who you want to be. You're the class clown, but you're done with that. Maybe you were always perceived to be the shy one, but you're ready to come out of your shell. Maybe that you have not had spaces to explore your sexual orientation or your gender identity. And Southern will offer safe spaces for you to think about and journey and explore who you are and who you want to be, and how you are going to enter adulthood differently than perhaps you have been in all these years of your lives. So I want you to think about how you're going to show up from day one that gives you permission to be on a journey of exploration that maybe you haven't been on up to this point in your life. College is a time to clarify your values and really think about what matters to you and experience things that you haven't experienced that you have to make new decisions about. It's a new level of kind of peer engagement. It's a new time to own your decisions in a way that perhaps a lot of other people have owned decisions for you before now. But it's a time we're getting you ready, honestly, to be independent, self-reliant adults. And in the next 4 to 5 years, when you graduate, you are going to conquer the world, and these next several years are going to get you ready for that. And importantly to you and your parents, college is a time to get you ready for a career. We know that students come to college with a goal of having a better access to careers and your professional journey because you have a Southern degree, and we're going to get you ready for that. But let me say, in all of these things that college is, it is what you make it. It's only as good as you show up every day and take advantage of the opportunities and say yes to the different things that we offer, and truly engage and get to know other people, and look at every Monday. You're going to get a list of an email with all these activities that are happening on campus. And I want you to encourage you to stop and pick out some of those and say, I'm going to say yes to these things this week because I'm going to meet some new people. I'm going to try a new activity. I'm going to do something that I wouldn't have even imagined myself doing before. So the more that you show up and say yes to the opportunities we offer, the more Southern will be, the most it can be for you to have the time of your life. And that's the last thing I will say about college. It can be, we want it to be the time of your life. There's no other time like this college experience. When you're with the OAs today, ask them about how it's been the time of their lives and how they've shaped that and what they're going to take away from this experience and look back on, and the stories they're going to tell their families, their children and grandchildren, as we say, because Southern is unlike any other experience you will ever have in your lives. And today is the day. So orientation is your beginning to how you're going to make the most of this experience. How you show up today is a good sign of how you're going to show up in August. We want you to ask questions, to make us work hard, to really meet each other, to start forming new friendships. The friendships, I swear, you might meet people today that are your best friends for the rest of your life. We hear those stories all the time about how powerful this orientation experience can be, because you are, these are the people that will be familiar to you when you come back in August. And I know that most everyone wants to meet new people and make new friends, and it's not always easy, so utilize the small group experience today to begin to do that. You're also going to get grounded in classes, in the campus, in our lingo. Sometimes we use lingo that we forget that everyone doesn't know. So I hope that you will take it all in, make some good notes, make mental notes, and also know we will keep giving you this information over and over again in writing, on our website, verbally. So if you don't get it all today, it's not the last time you're going to hear about it. I hope you're going to make the most of today, that you love this experience that you have. And if we've given you a good day, when you finish at 5 o'clock this afternoon, you will be more confident, you will feel more ready, and you will be more excited to be a Southern now than perhaps you even feel right now. And we will be very ready to welcome you back in August to start this Southern journey that we're going to take with you. Have a great day, make the most of it, and welcome to Southern. Go Owls!